When it comes to guarding an island, getting wet is just part of the job. Although for this pair of puppies, perhaps not their favourite part.
Well, that's a bit of a new thing for the younger ones. They're coming around to that. They like wading, and when it comes to swimming, they're a little bit hesitant, but they're getting there.
The young Maremas head to Middle Island at Warrnambool in Victoria most days, along with handler Dave Williams and a more experienced dog.
They're good girls.
They now see this turf as their territory.
If a fox was to come out here, they would chase it, and if they caught it, they'd give it a shake and it'd be a quick death. But they're more of a preventative tool, so their presence here, the place smells doggy, they bark, they're around all the time, and foxes just keep away.
While they may be thought of as sheepdogs, it's not livestock they're here to look after. It's penguins.
We don't have many penguin colonies around this area, and a lot of them are protected in some way, either by sheer cliffs or they're on islands far out to sea, but this one's really close inshore.
It's got fox written all over it, really. We've got a coastal strip from either side where they can come. We've got a river coming right down. We've got another river just up the road, so they're all beautiful corridors for foxes to come and find this place.
In the 70s, around 1,000 birds sheltered here. By the late 90s, that population had halved, with people and predators taking a heavy toll. And by 2005, there were just 4 birds left.
We've had fox drives, the local shooting club and the police have been down here regularly physically shooting foxes on the beaches and in surrounding areas. We've tried everything, but all you need is one fox to slip through the net.
At first glance, it looks like foxes could also have a field day at this free-range chicken farm just inland from Warrnambool. But in among the thousands of feathers are 2 Maremas, which, despite appearances during the day, more than earn their keep.
These dogs will work all night. They don't muck around. If they can catch a fox, they'll kill it straight away. I drive over more chooks than the foxes get.
Alan Marsh, or Swampy as he's known around here, has been using the Guardian dogs, which originate in Italy, for a decade.
What good dogs you are. Come on. Compared to fencing, the cost is minuscule. If you look at $10,000 a kilometre to put in fencing, we're in the middle of a 150-acre paddock. Even if you fenced a quarter of it, that's probably $30,000 to $40,000. These dogs cost $150, $200 to buy, and all they want's a pat on the head and a handful of dry food.
He says while there's a bit of argy-bargy around the farm at dinner time, the dogs go into Big Brother mode when the chooks are in danger.
It's in them. It's their own innate sense of territory that's there. You don't have to train them. All you've got to do is provide them with the opportunity to do what they do naturally.
And that's why Swampy Marsh suggested the Maremas as a solution for Middle Island.
A simple answer to a fairly complex problem. And I think it's really good that we've got a European dog protecting Australian penguins from European predators. I reckon that's great. That's you know, rough justice, but I reckon it's fair enough.
The idea might have been simple, but putting it into practice was not. With animal welfare, environmental groups, government departments and the local council and community to get on side. Even supporters were sceptical.
I thought, what a wacko idea. I thought, it's just too hard. The approvals you would require to do this sort of thing, where we're standing is actually within a marine park sanctuary. It's like a national park. We're proposing to bring a dog into a national park, if you like. We'd been working with the community, telling them they couldn't have dogs on this beach. And all of a sudden we're bringing 2 dogs onto the beach and to the island. So, you know, it was going against everything we'd done over the last 10, 15 years in efforts to save the penguins.
I was a little bit scared, I guess. The penguins had already started breeding, and before they put the first trial dogs on the island, and I did think that that perhaps the penguins would stop breeding and the chicks would die.
And did that happen?
No, thank goodness it didn't. I was pleasantly surprised that chicks kept being fed, the penguins kept coming up, and the dogs kept the foxes away.
Conservationists interstate and across the globe are pricking up their ears as word on the potential of this so-called sheepdog spreads.
I think the potential is quite exciting, but it makes sense when you think about it. If you want to get rid of a higher order predator, well, it needs another higher order predator to do that.
I think any animal between about 50 grams and 5,500 grams, so that 5.5 kilo, that's the key fox size, could potentially be protected by these dogs.